Whatever you want, baby.
Yeah. So, Facebook's not working, but the YouTube's always going to work because I'm recording this with my phone now.
Yep.
I'll put it on YouTube later when obviously I got Wi-Fi and it'll speed this process up. But we've kind of gone over, the fandomonium in both home cities for this game. Obviously, the Superdome, those fans are rowdy, they're crazy, but they have one advantage that we don't as Kansas City fans. It's a dome. They're going to be loud. It's probably going to be 145 decibels, 148 decibels in there. But yesterday I checked out SB Nation, and they wanted to challenge the Kansas City fans. And they called it the Kansas City Chiefs Challenge 150. The 150 stands for 150 decibels.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's loud. 142 is louder than a military jet engine.
Yep.
What does 150 sound like? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that stadium right there can pull it off? 150.
I absolutely believe it. The reason being, this stadium has never experienced a game to this capacity. It's one thing to say, yeah, we broke that record of 142.2 on a Monday night against New England Patriots.
Yep.
But you cannot beat playoff atmosphere. First game ever, AFC Championship. I really feel like, your dome ain't got nothing to do with.
I couldn't agree more.
Your dome has nothing to do with Arrowhead. First game, first time ever, Arrowhead Stadium. No, we're gonna beat that. I know I have no plans on having a voice tomorrow.
Hey, I don't either.
No, we're gonna rock this stadium.
All I know is the 80,000 fans that show up today.
Oh yeah.
There'll be, a couple thousand Patriots fans sprinkled in there, just like the Monday night game 3 years ago.
Absolutely.
Or 4 years ago. But you see that New England travels a little bit, but they don't travel like the Kansas City fans. The Kansas City fans are absolutely crazy. You've seen it all year. You saw it 2 years ago in the Houston playoff game. They're playing a home game down at NRG Stadium, and it was home of the Chiefs the whole way from the beginning.
You can hear it.
Oh, it was loud.
Feel it.
It was loud. The announcers talked about it, and you just felt like the energy in the stadium from the away fans stole the moment from the Houston Texans.
NRG Stadium. That's our stadium.
Yeah.
We made it our
stadium. 30-0.
Same way with
StubHub
Stadium in Los Angeles.
Yep.
No, we can make that our stadium.
We travel really well as a fan base.
Absolutely.
But where we make our ground, where we make our fame is in this stadium here.
Oh, yeah.
We sit right on top of the field. There's not a bad seat in the house.
Nope.
You can see the entire field from any seat that you sit in.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what the players complain about the most is we're only, 20 yards, 15 yards off the field at our closest. And even the upper deck, most stadiums it's pushed back.
Yep.
Ours is right on top of the second level.
But
basically 25 yards off the sideline. I mean, we literally sit there and we do not release we don't waste any energy in there except screaming the whole time.
Because I seen posts on Facebook. Everybody was like, you know what? Your aluminum bottles for your Bud Light and everything. Add a couple pennies to that. Bang them on the seats.
Yep.
I have all aspirations to do that, and I plan on it. I'm gonna make it as loud as
I can. And that'll make it easy to get to 150 too.
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
Because
we have more to give.
Oh, we got a lot. Oh, dude.
We have more to give.
Like you said, not only is it the first time we've hosted an AFC Championship game, but it's the first time we won a home playoff game last week in 25 years. Yeah. And the trophy that's on the line today is ours. It's ours. This is the creator of the NFL. Yep. He made the NFL. He made the Super Bowl era. And we have won this trophy one time. It wasn't even one time because the Super Bowl wasn't until 70. Yep. So it's never been here. It's never been here.
Never been ours. We're going to make it.
We've played for it once, and this is going to be the time right now that we bring it home. The trophy doesn't have to go anywhere, but behind a couple doors after the game, ceremony, it's staying right here.
Yep.
It doesn't have to leave.
Nope.
Usually we're in this situation where we're rooting for a team to beat the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But now it's us.
It's us.
It's our time. It's time to beat the Patriots. We can't rely on, whoever to beat the Chiefs or to beat the Patriots. We can't rely on San Diego. We can't rely on Baltimore to beat them in the AFC Championship.
Nope.
Now it's up to us. How does that make you feel as a fan, man? It's us. It's us. We have the chance to dethrone the Patriots from this run.
I thought about it all week. And
you and everybody else, bro.
Oh, dude, I've thought about it all week. And even leading up to the last game, at the end of the game, and I knew it was ours. It's ours to take. I'm 31 years old. I've never experienced anything like this, and I knew what was coming.
Yep.
This is our game. This is our time. I about broke down at the end of the game because
I'm not gonna lie. I cried last week.
You know
I'm not
what I mean?
gonna lie. And I sat there and just looked at the sky, snow piling up on my face.
Right,
you know,
right.
It's just one of those situations. It's been so long.
It's never happened in our lifetime. Yep. So it's like, this is all we've worked for. This is all we've done.
Yep.
You've got the team, the quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, the offensive line, one of the best offensive lines in the NFL football.
Yep. And actually, Mitchell Schwartz this past week was awarded the #1 offensive lineman in the league.
Right.
He had 1 penalty and a half a sack this season. Can you believe that?
Oh, absolutely.
Played every snap on offense
Lights
this year,
out.
and he had 1 penalty and a half
Lights
a sack.
Out.
He literally made up for maybe 13 yards of penalties and sacks. Can you believe that?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Eric Fisher does that in 2 plays. You know what I mean? So
it can happen.
I mean, it works like that.
So again, as being a lifetime Chiefs Kingdom fan, being here, I've had season tickets for the last 8 years.
Yep.
I've waited my whole life for this game. There's nothing to compare to this moment, this game, feeling the way that I do. Mm-hmm. I'm all in. This team, Super Bowl, man.
And guys, man, you guys have to remember, this isn't just a game to us, man. It's been so long for us to even get to this point. Not just get to this point, but win a home playoff game. Yeah. You know, we have 2 playoff wins in the last God knows how many years. 25 years. 2 playoff wins in the last 25. 3 playoff wins. 3. Okay. Yep. And it's one of those things that those are one on the road, and now we finally got one on the road, at home, on our own turf, sleeping in our own beds. And we showed out last week. We showed out. Everybody said we were going to be scared of the snow. If we're not scared of the snow, we're not going to be scared of the temperature.
Hell no.
Because snow is more dangerous than the temperature. I'll tell you that right now. If you get cold, go to the bathrooms. They're warm, okay? But one thing that we didn't have in week 6 is a healthy Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins played in the game, but he got hurt the week before. A healthy Justin Houston and Eric Berry will be coming back, which I think is going to start the emotion of the night because they're announcing the defense. And guess who's going to come out the tunnel last? 5-0-2-9 in that order. And guys, the stadium, what Eric Berry has done for the city, not just the franchise, but for the city. I mean, guys, man, what bigger game for him to come back, and then he has a chance to go home and play in front of his hometown for the Super Bowl.
For Chiefs Kingdom.
Hey, man, I got chills. Right. It's already cold out here, but I got chills just saying that. This game means more to the city than it does just a game. This, you know, I won't be upset if we lose.
No.
Because we're playing with house money. We're supposed to be 8-8. We're supposed to have a bang-up season, and then you have the MVP. He comes out, he throws for 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. Only the second time those 2 feats have been done in the season.
Absolutely.
The third time 50 touchdowns has been thrown in the season. You know, how do you feel like this young group who weren't around with all this drama and stuff that happened over the 25 years? You know, how do you think all of this comes out tonight? Do you think it comes out in a good game, or do you think these young cats come and just blow the brakes off of them like we did 4 years ago?
I really feel like we're going to blow the brakes off. Just because, like I said, you got everything in your favor. Everybody's all, well, the Patriots are playing the underdog card and all that stuff. You know what? Arrowhead, before this season,
if you want to be the underdog, we'll make you the underdog.
That's exactly right. Everybody talked, you know, Patriots want to play the underdog, fine. By all means, if you want to play that role, you're the underdog.
We'll beat you like the underdog.
That's right.
It doesn't change me anyway.
Either way you go, Patriots have been here 8 years in a row.
Yep.
I mean, they're perennial.
Think about that.
Every year
he's been to the AFC Championship game 13 of his 18-year career.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Man's a beast.
That's insane, man.
I give Tom Brady his due. I give the man his due. However, I really feel like you're going up a man
42 years old, MVP, 23 years old, you know. Whereas,
I really feel like this Chiefs team is more hungry.
Oh yeah.
Wants it more.
Oh, no doubt.
Because this city, this team deserves it more than anything beyond all recognition, beyond everything else.
Yep.
I really feel like this team is more hungry because the Patriots have been here. It's nothing new to them.
Yeah.
But this Chiefs team this year is hungry.
Now, you were here last week.
Yep.
In the snow. Traveled in the snow, tailgated, shoveled the snow.
Yep.
Had the heaters going, walked around in the mud for a little bit.
Absolutely.
From last week to this week, what do you think? How do you think the defense will play? Do you think they can match that, or do you think that was an anomaly? If they even play 3/4 of that today, I don't think this is a game at all.
Absolutely.
But if they show up like normal, we're gonna be in trouble, I think.
But you know what? And Patriots are 3-5 on the road.
Yes, sir.
3-5 on the road.
Yes, sir.
You're going to show up to a raucous crowd at Arrowhead Stadium. You're going to show up cold temperatures. Yeah, I get it. Tom Brady in the playoffs is 5-1 or whatever, below 20 degrees. That's fine.
It's above 20 degrees, so that.
Yeah, right. But still, my point is, is you're showing up at Arrowhead. This place is going to be rocking.
Oh, it is. And you can tell it. And you can tell it from the beginning.
Oh yeah,
you can tell it from the beginning. It's 3
up
hours before the gate.
Yeah.
They had to let up. They had to let us in because
early.
The streets were backed up. I-70, you couldn't get by.
Yeah.
Graytown Road, Blue Ridge, Stadium
early.
Drive, you couldn't get by. They had to let us in.
Absolutely.
Because we showed up. So much for Colin Cowherd. So when y'all watch this video, make sure you share it and make sure I can get to Colin Cowherd and talk to him personally. Okay. You know, he called us out because, it's cold.
We're going to have a face
It's going to be muffled.
No,
that's not going to stop us, man.
I got this,
baby. Hey, I got my stuff from work and whatnot.
That's right.
But I'm not going to cover my mouth.
Hell no.
Dude, man, we've never had this
Chiefs
before.
Kingdom.
Yeah, it's Chiefs Kingdom. Or it's Tech Nine's new song, Red Kingdom.
Red Kingdom.
Guys, man, this is... It's hard to explain, man. The parking lot's filled up quick today. Quick. I mean, I'm talking an hour and a half, 2 hours quick. People have been out here tailgating. People have been out here partying.
Oh, yeah. We showed up.
Yes, we did.
We're going to represent.
So, with that being said, let's take a look at kind of where the organization will go from this. Let's say we
can only go up.
That's it. That's it. You can only go up from here.
Oh, yeah.
But as an organization, we have some serious stuff that's coming up.
Absolutely.
And we're talking about money.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big deal. In this stadium today, think about this. This could be 5-0's last game in Arrowhead.
Absolutely.
You know, they're talking today. Adam Schefter came out and reported that the Chiefs are talking about giving Mahomes an extension once the season is over. So if that's today, if that's after the next 2 weeks, of $200+ million.
You know, I feel like the only reason I say that it's a little bit premature for Patrick Mahomes to get that contract because this is only his second year. You got him for 4 years, plus you got him for a 5-year option.
Yep.
So you got him for the next 3 years.
Yep.
You got him for the next 3 years. Yeah, you want to get him whenever he's a little bit cheaper.
Yep.
I get that. It's fine. However, you still got Patrick Mahomes for 5 years. They're not going to give up on Patrick.
Oh, no.
You're going to keep that man around. Oh, yeah. He's going to get paid regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless. That man's going to get his money. Mark my words, he's going to be the first quarterback, 6-year, $200 million contract.
Yep.
I'm just going to call how I see it.
Yep.
And I've said that all season.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to go even higher than that. I think they're going to give him a max. I think they'll give him an 8 because you still have the 3 years. And you'll have the 8 on top of that. So technically you have them for the 14, 15 years that you wanted him for.
And if they can make that work, I'm all for it.
Which I think 6 and 2 might be a little steep, especially when you're talking about a salary cap league. It's going to hurt you in other places like with Chris Jones or something like that.
I was just figuring that on.
Yeah.
It's been, you got the 5th-year option.
Yep.
You still got 2 years in his rookie contract.
Yep. Get them to 10, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah,
but I think they're going to look even farther than this because you've seen big arm quarterbacks have success in the league as long as they learn developmentally. The IQ side of the game is going to be big for him, and all year we've seen him make mistakes, and he doesn't make the same mistake. So I think that guy's
he's a man of learning.
Yeah,
he learns from his mistakes. Yeah, all right. You can argue he's made one or two mistakes in the same manner. However, but he doesn't make it in the same game.
Yeah.
You know, I still feel like most of the interceptions that he threw, either like one of them was in garbage time in the second half in Cleveland. I get it. That's fine. I'm
one of them was the pick six against the Rams that hit his offensive lineman in the back of the head.
But that's chance happening.
Yeah.
It's still chance happening. The man is performed above and beyond all imagination of every person.
This is where Mahomes came in the season at.
Absolutely.
This is where everybody in Chiefs Kingdom thought Mahomes would be at.
Absolutely.
No, there's nobody in Chiefs Kingdom that thought he was going to throw for 50 and 5,000.
No.
And if you really looked at it, it should have been close to 60 and 5,000 because you had the 3 overthrows that he hadn't done all year.
Right.
In the New England game in Week 6.
Yeah.
You had the 2 overthrows in the Rams game.
Yep.
You had the overthrow in the Baltimore game. You had the overthrow in the Oakland game.
Right. Or even a couple of miscatches.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill in the end zone.
Yeah.
Again, it happens. The man should have had more.
But I can't complain.
Hell no.
I can't complain.
What fan can complain about 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns?
Nobody.
It could have been a little bit more, sure. I'll give you that. However, there again, as being a Chiefs fan, lifelong Chiefs fan for 31 years, my entire life, when is the last time you could say a Chiefs quarterback did that? Never.
You can't.
Because it's never happened.
You can't. We've never had an MVP.
Hell no. That's
so
right.
If we've never had an MVP, what makes you think I can say our previous record was 39 touchdowns,
right?
36 touchdowns or something like that.
31.
It was not 50.
Low.
It was not 50. Okay,
that's right.
So I'm trying to give Lenny D a little bit of extra.
Oh no, Lenny D.
Sean, move that heater.
Lenny
so
D.
I'm trying to give Lenny D a little extra oomph on his numbers. What's
Absolutely.
Up? Move the heater.
What?
It's
starting to melt the plastic, maybe.
The wind's blowing now.
No, Lenny D. That man deserves his due. And
yes.
I get that. As a Chiefs fan all my entire life, that man, he's done nothing but great things for this organization, great things for this team, great things for the city, lifelong.
Yep.
And you know what? I'd love to see that man pass the torch. I'm going to go to the Super Bowl, make it and win it.
Now let me ask you this. These are a couple tough questions here. Okay? So, on the defensive side of the ball, we have some contract stuff coming up.
Yep.
Okay? Let's go through the contracts real quick. Chris Jones needs to be paid. Justin Houston is going into his last year with another option if they want it. Eric Berry has 1 more year before he can be cut. D Ford is probably going to get a franchise tag.
Yep.
So, with that being said, 3 of the 4 guys on your defense that are mainstays are now in a contract this season. Okay, you have D Ford, Chris Jones, and essentially Justin Houston playing for his last years on the option.
Sure.
If you had to pick one of those 3 guys to keep, excluding Eric Berry, who do you keep? Do you keep 5-5? Do you keep 9-5? Or do you keep 5-0?
9-5.
Keep 9-5.
9-5.
And I'm going to assume it's because the interior pressure is hard to find in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. Best interior pressure guy we have ever had.
When you talk about interior pressure, you're in the league.
15 and a half sacks?
Something like that. I think he had 15 and a half. Interior.
He's not in.
He finished 1 sack behind Aaron Donald, who's considered the best interior lineman of the year.
Second best in the AFC, I think. Aaron Donald had 20.
That's what I'm saying. Aaron Donald, yeah.
I believe J.J. Watt had 16 and a half.
But J.J.'s not an interior. J.J.'s an edge rusher. He's a defensive end. But they bounce him around.
By the letter, he's still the same position as Chris Jones.
Yeah.
He's still an end.
But so we just roll out 3 ends is essentially what we do.
Right. But again, he still had 15 and a half sacks.
Yep.
He broke the record, 10-game streak of a full sack.
Had 12 batted passes.
Right. Man's a beast.
Yep. And
he does nothing but love this city.
Nothing. That's all he does. And he actually he called it out last year in the AFC Championship.
Mark my words.
Mark my words. We will be here next year. Here we are. It's time to step up. There ain't nothing to it but to do it now.
That man.
Hey.
I want to see that man show up, show out for this city.
So you're picking Chris Jones.
Yeah.
My pick to keep guys is Chris Jones as well, because outside of Fletcher Cox, if you want to use JJ, you can, and Aaron Donald. Name me another interior guy. Geno Atkins shouldn't have made it to the Pro Bowl this year. He shouldn't have made it. It should have been Chris Jones' spot.
It was
so we're gonna. Chris Jones got snubbed big time.
Oh yeah, he got snubbed.
But outside of those 3, Chris Jones is the only other big man that can get pressure up the middle. And where do quarterbacks like to evade the pass rush? They like to go up.
Yeah.
If you can't go up, you got to go out. And that's what D Ford and Justin Houston want you to do.
Exactly
and that's what those linebackers want you to do. They want you to roll out, away from the play. Now we can pursue.
Yep.
And you're thinking about us pursuing you the whole time. Whereas, like today, we'll see it. You know, this offensive line isn't as good as Indianapolis offensive line. And we got 5 sacks on Andrew Luck last week.
Oh, yeah.
That was big time. Because Andrew Luck hadn't been dirty all year.
Number 1 offensive line.
4 All-Pros on that offensive line from last week, and we had 5 sacks and 2 strip sacks. So, you know, this week you're not facing as stout of an offensive line. I expect our front 7 to control this game.
Absolutely. It starts up front.
And you know what happened 4 years ago when they came in the stadium on Monday night? The front 7 dominated the game. And it's just adding up to be us. You know what I'm saying? It's adding up to be our time. It's adding up to be the defensive line that shuts this game down from the beginning.
Absolutely.
If we can just do half of what we did last week, let's say we start with 2 of the first 4 drives as 3 and outs. We should be up 14, 17 points.
We're going to dominate.
And then from there, you let those dogs pin their ears back and get after it. You know, that's what you have to do. You know, you get the big lead against these quarterbacks who don't like to get touched.
Oh, yeah.
Let those guys pin their ears back. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Justin Houston, D Ford, Allen Bailey, Chris Jones on the line at the same time if we get a lead, or maybe even start the game like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I mean, really, man, it's just the fandemonium out here, the way Arrowhead's going to be. I guarantee you there's not going to be a person in the stadium that cares about the temperature because they're going to find ways to keep us up, man.
Oh, yeah. We're in to win it.
Oh, yeah. Before they even opened the gates, you saw F-16s flying over, which I think they're going to try and sneak a little flyby over there. Flyover in there.
But you know what? That's when we're going to have to feel a little fire.
Yep, and Clark Hunt, the son of the trophy that we're playing for today, is leading the tomahawk chop to start the game.
Absolutely.
They're announcing the defense, and the defense is going to get a standing O because of how they played last week.
Exactly.
And guys, hey man, and EB, man, all the stuff he's gone through, Achilles. Now he's got the Hagelin's defected heel.
Yep.
Not to mention cancer. You know, this dude, these guys on the defense respect him because he didn't only get a new life in football.
Yeah.
He got a new life. You know, and people don't understand that, man. They don't understand how hard he plays.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Lights
he
out.
had a new life, man. He was diagnosed at stage 3 of the cancer trail.
Oh, yeah.
You know, during football, you're a professional football player, man.
But
you know, hey, it could have been Ernie Banks.
Yeah.
All over again, man.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? In my honest opinion, if there's any man that can beat cancer or beat anything, the way that anybody has.
Oh, hands down.
Eric Berry.
Hands down.
The man's a beast.
Hands down, man. I mean,
because we're a different team with Eric Berry. Similar.
We are.
Look at the Chargers game.
Yep, first half, second half.
First half, second half. The man played first half, totally different. Lights out. 7 points. That's all you allow.
Yep. Yes, sir. The second half, you give up 22 and lose.
Exactly.
And lose.
At home. So again, I mean, this team is a different animal.
Yep.
Whenever you talk about Eric Berry being on that field, and I've heard a lot of negative things about Eric Berry, and partially as fans,
I don't think it's negative. I think it's just frustration from the fan base.
Right? Because you're paying a man lots of money,
and you want to root for your favorite player.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, he's been out for 2 years. He's played 5 quarters, roughly
in 2 years.
In 2 years. So again, I mean, it's frustration.
Yep.
Because you look at it as like, well, we've paid this man big money.
Yep.
Okay. He's not playing because of different ailments or whatever, and I get that. But you know what? I don't care if you're paying the man big money. All I care about is when he's on that field.
Yep.
If he shows up and he earns his keep, this is win or go home.
And fans outside of Kansas City don't understand that. You pay a guy for what he does in this situation.
Yeah.
You don't pay a guy for what he does in week 1. You pay a guy for what he does now. I've heard from my friends all over the country, from college and all that other stuff. Well, let's see what the Chiefs do in January. Let's see what they do.
You know what?
Now they're one of the last 4 teams you're watching this year, and I don't hear anybody talking. This is what you get paid for. Anthony Hitchens, last week, big contract. People are mad at him during the regular season because he ain't playing as well. You didn't hear him complain about nothing when he got 18 tackles last week.
Well,
know, you didn't hear about him when he had 22 tackles against Oakland.
Show up when it matters.
This is when the money is made. This is This is where you prove if you're great or not.
That's right. Show me what you're worth. How big is your heart?
That's it.
That's all I care about.
That's
all I want to see. Show me how big your heart is in that stadium.
That's it.
That's all I care about. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I don't care what happened during the regular season. All I care about is right now.
Yep. I couldn't agree more.
Your keep.
The last thing we're going to get into here. Last week we saw something that we hadn't seen in the last 4 times we've been in the playoffs.
Shutdown defense.
Shutdown defense, obviously. But Andy Reid didn't pull the reins of the offense for once. Last year, we put up 21 quick, and then didn't score again.
Yep.
Andy Reid flipped over the playbook, and we went conservative the rest of the game. Did it against Pittsburgh. They're kicking field goals, man. We need to turn those into 7s. You know, quick right now. We need to turn them into 7s. If we stop them to field goals, we need to turn it into 7s. Now, last week was the anomaly.
Right.
Pitching a shutout. Block punt. Touchdown. It's 14-7 all of a sudden.
All the momentum went to them.
Yep.
But you know what? All you did was show up, drive the field,
put up another touchdown.
That's right.
And that's where the momentum really stopped.
Oh yeah.
And the defense gave up 6 points.
6 points.
And the offense didn't stop.
The
offense didn't stop.
I mean, last 2 weeks, you've given up 9 points.
Yep.
9 points.
Yep.
Shut
on
down.
defense. On defense.
That's right.
And really, people say that Oakland isn't a great team, but who cares? Because what happened in week 8 when we played them and they put up 28? Yeah, whatever. 33 on them.
Yeah, we had 40-33. Right. So
Jared Cook, Jordy Nelson. Right. You know, they have a good running game. Derek Carr. You know, those Doug Martin is their running back. To be exact. You know, they have a good skill position.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you can't stop anybody, that makes you not want to play. You know what I'm saying? That makes it just drag on and drag on.
This defense at home has showed up bar none.
Yeah.
You know, it's a totally different animal. Yeah. And I looked at different games, watched, you know, on my DVR or whatever. I watched the different games during the season. We're a completely different team at home versus what we are on the road.
Most definitely. It's the crowd.
This crowd. And that's whenever Colin Coward and everybody else start calling us out. How about, this team isn't, they're going to have the mouths muffled, you know, covered up, whatever. No. You've got to take into one count. This team, this crowd, this fan base.
Never been here before.
Never been here before. If you want to say that, the Patriots are that team that's going to cover their face, cover their mouth, whatever the case is, that's fine. We're not the Patriots. We have never been here before.
Yeah.
This team is in its winning. This fan base in its winning.
Yep.
We're here to win.
As it proved by the earliest person who got to the parking lot was here 15 hours before they opened up the gates.
Absolutely.
You know, and
I mean, I showed up 3 hours before. We're here to win it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're in it to win it.
We're
here to win. We're here to show up, represent our team.
So, we got onto the defense a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does New England score 30 points tonight?
No.
They don't win then?
No.
I don't think they win.
No.
Does New England hold us to under 30?
No.
No. So
this offense you can't hold under 30.
No, especially with
with
Watkins being back.
Yep.
Watkins looked good last week. He looked rested. He looked physical.
Absolutely.
The foot didn't give him any problems, even on the horse collar tackle where his foot got caught underneath him a little bit. He came back in, made big plays. I think he had 84 receiving yards last week.
Yeah.
A lot of it came on one big play, but that's okay, man. He was cutting, he was spinning, he was trying to run people over, he was blocking. It was a great game by him, but New England has yet to stop Tyreek Hill. If you can stop Travis Kelce, good for you. We'll continually throw it 75 yards downfield.
We got another weapon.
Exactly.
We got another weapon.
You know, it's going to be a great game. Me personally, I'm picking 38-20. Actually, I think I picked 38-24, but 20-24, somewhere in there. Right. Either way, we score more than that, and we win. So there ain't nothing to it but to get in the stadium.
Hell no.
Get your voices ready, and get out there and be loud and scream, man.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we get ourselves a win today.
Chiefs by 20.
Yes, sir. Oh, Chiefs by Chiefs by 20, guys. You hear that? Well,
Seen
Eli,
the memes?
hey, thanks for stopping by, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for stopping by. It's always good to have somebody else's mind in the game, you know, and on the show. So,
absolutely, no problem. Like I said, I'm glad to be here. It's a privilege and an honor.
Yeah.
First AFC Championship game by the Chiefs.
Ever at home. Ever at home.
48 years.
Ever.
Long time coming. We're
coming.
We're going to take the AFC Championship trophy home. The Warren Hunt Trophy.
Don't even have to take it home.
Staying here.
Don't even have to take it home, baby.
Hell no, it's already
no
home.
Flight or nothing.
Nope.
Well, in about 6 hours, hopefully we're on our way to Atlanta, Eli.
That's right, baby.
Hopefully we're on our way to Atlanta.
We're going to be there.
Right? Road to Atlanta comes through Arrowhead, baby. And this is what we've been waiting for all year. So, for Griddy and the Awesome Voice, the B-Dog Show, Sports Disciples, Urban Talk 98.5, we are here. We're out here at Arrowhead. My buddy Eli traveled in today, got here early. I got here early, Griddy. And we're out here. We're out here with 80,000 of our closest friends and the best fan base in football. Am I missing anything? The best fan base in football, and we're going to be rowdy tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Take it easy.